Hi, howdy. Good evening. Welcome to another... I was about to say Friday, but it's Wednesday afternoon. Good lordy lord, it is still hot as hell. How are you doing? Because thankfully, I am feeling better. Much better than yesterday at the very least. Much better than Monday at the very least. The doom and gloom has slowly vanished away. And I've managed to draw some self-indulgent stuff, just for myself. See if I can cheer myself up that way. And I guess it kinda worked. It almost makes me forget about the intense fucking heat. Keyword is almost. Just reading writing prompts I found interesting. Any you would like to share? Even though I'm not really a writer, it's always fun to imagine. What else was I thinking? Right. That means forgot to do this. Beep dee boop. I should also make it so I can capture the cursor. There it is. And I should also beep beep boop. Yeah. There we go. Because if I'm over on the right lower right corner, then I just block the pigment pool, and that's not super good. This way I'm only blocking the characters and maybe their item they're holding, but that's fine. Not like the prompts itself, but it stories people. Ah! Alright, that is also very interesting. What else was... Oh yeah! Mods. Everybody loves them. As long as they're not, like, god-awful shit. Who am I kidding? There's at least somebody that loves god-awful shit mods. Been noticing that there's quite a lot included with mods. A lot of new achievements included with mods. For example, one for every new boss in the Grace enemies, a bunch of unlockable items for party members, from beating both the Witness and the Divine. Oddly enough, there is one missing from beating Heaven. There's one more of these achievements for beating Osman than there is from beating Heaven, which is kind of odd. What else? Right. Variety of other comedy achievements, which is just funny things. And tragedies. Showing or bad things. And the inevitable, which is the new final boss included in Grace mod. Should be fun. What should also be fun is playing as some weird people, like for example, Osman himself. But who else? Opposing enemy, heals self an equivalent amount. Let's take the inverse of Hans. And who else? A very odd healer in the shape of Alec? How about... Numb. Just a knob. Interesting. What about stems? The link to opposing party member, the left or right twice, inflict one less length each time to the opposing enemy, inflict one frail to the opposing enemy. What about Dogma? All the party members fully apply 2 scars to them, deal 20 damage to self, deal 5 damage to the left and right allies, heal this party member an equivalent amount, apply 3 rupture to the opposing enemy, apply rupture to the left and right enemies respectively if damage to allies was done, and 1 frail to all enemies and 2 frail to all party members. Man, some of these guys are rough to work with. Yeah, let's go with this. These guys are from Francis Bacon's Lenient Cacophony, which is a funky little mod that makes it so Osman is the main character, and every party member is kind of reversed in some formal ways. Es una pata un pip. What? Meaning to ask, but how do people who speak English fare when they take English classes in your schools? I always fared pretty well when talking English, so English class was never really a problem for me. Everybody else, kind of wasn't the best. It depended on how hard they tried. This is not an enemy. Not an attack. Deals a little indirect damage to the opposing left and right party member, and attempts to consume 1 to 2 random pigment and increase the damage of this is not an attack by the amount of pigment consumed. Well, aren't you a funky fella? I remember the fact that a lot of native Spanish-speaking students struggle or fail Spanish class over here. Really? That is definitely... That is kind of odd to know. I really don't see why that would happen. Like, what makes it so different? What makes it so different from... Okay, what kind of things do they teach in those Spanish classes, then? That would make it hard for... people native from Spanish-speaking countries to have it such a hard time. Oh yeah, I should be careful about scars there. Please. Did that sentence make any sense, or did I actually kind of butcher it? God damn it, why is my phone still beeping and booping? No, I don't care if I receive a new email. God damn. Well, besides the fact that some just chose the class since they believe it will just be a free class, I learned it's mostly because a lot of school teaches a more rigid way of Spanish where if you don't do it a certain way, you fail, and that way doesn't account for the different ways to speak Spanish. Yeah, I can... They are not teaching a universal version of Spanish. They're teaching a very direct version of Spanish of one type of country. For example, we mostly learned English based on England English instead of North American. Opposing 35% chance to spawn a clone. 2 scars. 4 damage to the opposing enemy. Heal the left and right ally half of the damage dealt. And upon killing an enemy, spawn a clone of this party member and heal this party member to health. Yeah, sure, let's try Michael. I don't know who that is. That's not the pig. I know there's a pig boss. Oh no, wait, this guy's the painter. I saw it on a YouTube... On a video on YouTube by this mod's author. Now I remember. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. This way also makes it hard for people to learn Spanish unless they actively want to pursue learning the language. Alright, goddamn, that was a really good. I wonder how French is, though, since my elective wasn't in French. Oh, sorry, the advanced Spanish class in my schools were good, but you needed to already take both Spanish 1 and 2 before you can take it. Understandably so. Wait, who the fuck has a healing move? What? I thought you... Oh, you only heal yourself. Damn, okay. I wonder how French is, though, since my elective wasn't in French. It makes more sense. French makes more sense if you know Spanish. Since French is kind of cousin language with Spanish. Also, hello! You're correct, Brutal Orchestra is always fucking fun as hell. There's always new things to look at if it's modded. For example, this is modded. Good luck getting your workers' comp. Goddamn. Start of combat, all party members not holding an item will gain a damage increase in piece of paperwork. Decrease these party members' damage dealt by 30%. Well, hot dang. Party member can only be moved by manually swapping their own position. So it would work with Anton, I suppose. Rump payment can be used without dealing damage to self, receiving direct or indirect damage to destroy this item. Let's take the legal case. Someone else's face is also interesting, but meh. And white t-shirt, why not? Okay, who... Alec is not a damage dealer. Alec can keep the... What is it? Legal case. What else? Yes, it does work on Osman himself. Nice. Probably won't ever be great at Spanish, but it's something I did want to pursue back in high school, but never had the chance to pursue it because of life. I would say that Spanish is a nice language, but I'm biased. Increase the damage dealt by 2. This item is destroyed upon ending your turn without having both manually moved and performing an ability. Item is destroyed upon getting a kill with this party member. Okay, this is an interesting thing. Also, does this Osman have the attack? No. No, this Osman isn't strong and horrifyingly world-ending as the other one. World-ending? Not world-ending. Reality-shattering? I don't know how to... Oh, wow. Okay, didn't expect that. Oh, what? But I did! I did both those things. Oh well. Sorry, I had to talk to somebody that was asking why were there just a bunch of cherries inside of a bag full of water. That's definitely not how you wash cherries. Hi, Hans. Oh yeah, you can use money to upgrade your fellas. I kinda forgot about that. I mean, we keep Hans as a backup. Boy, this is an expensive move, though. Boy, this is an expensive as hell move. But you fully refresh them. Interesting. Wish I had the power to instantly grow plants. Not instantly, but rapidly. If you say instantly, then you instantly grow them to their maximum capability, and that is not great. Okay, this is interesting. Osman is always gonna be just more damage. And Hans is Hans. What happens to Michael? Interesting. Would you say Sion or Jack is the main antagonist of Worm? I would say Coil. I would say Coil is the main antagonist. Jack is a major force, but he spent one big arc being one of the top threats, then spent a long time inside a hole inside of a pocket universe, and then the time he did resurface, he didn't do much of being super bad compared to all the rest. Oil was always there. Sion was, I don't know, more like a force of nature. Didn't feel like the antagonist. I would say the main antagonist of the story is the world, and how it doesn't play along with Capes, and how hard it is for Capes to play along in that world. We're talking about the web serial, which is basically a novel you read on the internet, named Worm. Highly recommended. By me and everybody else, because everybody else should also read it. Oh yeah, what a... Damn. Damn, okay, that's fine. Wow. Nope, this is still fine. Hello, Michael number 2. Oh yeah, that also happens. That's fine. Funny. A little damage is 2. Almost no damage is 1. Got it. Need to remember that. Jesus, bunnies. Also, look at the bunnies. Sorry, I'm just grooving to the music. Hesitant and cold just because he seems more like a level boss in a video game where she needed to kill him to reach her goals and finally reach the next level as a villain, but not the main antagonist. Hmm. I don't agree, but I'm trying just to formulate a sentence on why I don't agree. Let me think. Coil was the hardest fight. Coil was the hardest person she's ever had to beat. Obviously, being the first big person she's had to beat. But at that point, she was just a newbie. She was still trying to manage around her team. She was still trying to get the ropes? Is that a phrase? I don't remember. Still learning. She was still learning how to do things, and Coiled really seemed like an impossible objective to accomplish. After she killed Coil, floodgates opened. Anything was possible. She became much more powerful. She became much more stronger and capable. At that point, it felt like anything was possible for her. The hardest hurdle was over. Now comes the rest of your fucking life. Breathe deep, this is something you will not forget. Something like that. I don't think being hard really makes you a main antagonist, but what you describe is also why I say he's a level boss. Alternatively, I might have a bias for Coil. For any time anything became really fucking terrifying and hard, I was always thinking, man, I miss Coil. I miss when he was the worst thing in the world and not motherfucking a massive gang of serial killers. I could have used this thing. God damn it. No? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna use this thing. Should have probably used this instead. There we go. I really need to, like, focus on full armor healers and how I can actually make them work. Spiteful Abomination. On combat start, cut this party member's current health in half and spawn a same level, withering, and dying clone of them with equal health. Hello, Bronzo. Thank you. Gotta say thank you, Bronzo. Ranking up Osman is always a good idea. Being able to fully refresh somebody is always a good deal. Having two Osmans is not that bad of a plan. Andreas. Oh hey! Legal case also works on not Osman. Very cool. What do you do? Fly too frail to the left and right party member, 50% chance to attempt to do a painful amount of damage to the left or right enemy. Creates a masterpiece. And then does it again. Parental. While all his masterpieces are infantile. He is very slippery, but take damage, yada yada. Perform 2 actions, and grief upon another enemy dying. Cancel 2 of this enemy's abilities. Alright, I think I understand. How do we start this? By beating the shit out of a man, I guess. I didn't mean to go there, I meant to do this. Moves this enemy to the left or right, deals a painful amount of damage to the opposing party member, and applies one bloil. Enemy destroy upon getting a kill with this party member. Damn. Okay. Increase damage dealt by 3. This item has a 75% chance to break at the end of each turn. Alright. Oh yeah, not Osman is dying. Damn, okay. And that's about it. Damn it. Hits. Hits, big ones. Oh well. Life's a bitch. You think anyone can handle the mental fuckery of becoming a butcher? Absolutely not. I don't even know how I would deal with becoming a butcher. Very nice. But now what? Probably better to do nothing in this case. Alrighty. So you don't think anyone in Worm could? Hmm. Nobody of our cast, of our main cast. I don't believe somebody from our main cast could, like, manage something like that. No. Definitely, I don't, well, Look, Rachel by the end of the story is already kind of working as a butcher. What with hunting bison and bleeding them and etc, etc. Boy, this was not an easy fight. Green paint and name tag. Interesting.